In a cozy little town, nestled between rolling green hills, lived a cat unlike any other. His name was Jasper, and he had a dream that made all the other cats snicker and all the dogs howl with laughter. Jasper, you see, wanted to fly. Not just a little hop, not a graceful leap from a fence, but true, soaring flight like the birds he watched every single day. He'd sit on the highest rooftop he could climb, his emerald green eyes following the sparrows as they danced in the wind. If they can do it, he'd whisper to himself, why can't I? So he began his training. His first attempt was a running leap from Mrs. Gable's garden shed. It ended with a rather ungraceful thud in a rosebush. The neighborhood cats, lounging in the sun, burst into laughter. Silly Jasper, they purred. Cats don't fly. But Jasper simply shook the thorns from his fur and tried again. He tried flapping his paws, creating makeshift wings from large maple leaves, and even tried to launch himself from a tree branch using a long, elastic piece of vine. Each attempt ended the same way, with a soft thud, a bit of a tumble, and a chorus of laughter from his audience. Day after day, week after week, it was the same story. The other animals started calling him Jasper the Flop. It hurt, but the dream in his heart was stronger than their words. He didn't just try 100 times. He tried 1,000 times, maybe even 1,000,000. One crisp autumn afternoon, as Jasper was planning his next attempt, he noticed the annual kite festival was setting up in the town square. Bright, colorful kites of all shapes and sizes were being unpacked. He saw dragons with long tails, butterflies with delicate wings, and simple diamonds that danced in the breeze. An idea, as bright and colorful as the kites themselves, sparked in his mind. He didn't need to grow wings. He just needed to borrow some. That night, under the silvery light of the moon, Jasper snuck into the festival grounds. He found the most magnificent kite of all, a giant, rainbow-colored eagle with a wingspan wider than he was long. With a lot of effort, he managed to tangle himself securely in the strings near the kite's base. The next day, a strong wind picked up. The festival began, and the boy who owned the eagle kite let it go. The wind caught the magnificent paper bird, and it shot up into the sky, pulling and tugging. And there, dangling below, was Jasper. At first, he was terrified. The ground shrunk below him, and the wind roared in his ears. But then he looked around. He was above the trees. He could see the whole town, the river snaking through the valley, and the distant hills. He wasn't just falling. He was gliding. He was flying. Down below, a hush fell over the crowd. Jaws dropped. The cats who had laughed, the dogs who had howled, all stared in stunned silence. There was Jasper, the cat who wanted to fly, soaring high above them all, a tiny furry adventurer against the vast blue canvas of the sky. He didn't stay up there forever, of course. Eventually, the wind calmed, and the boy gently reeled his kite back in. Jasper landed safely, a little dizzy but with a heart full of triumph. From that day on, no one ever laughed at Jasper's dreams again. He had shown them all that sometimes, the craziest ideas are the ones that are meant to take flight, and that if you believe in something with all your heart and never, ever give up, you just might find your own way to touch the sky. Thanks so much for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Jasper's journey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales that inspire. We'll see you in the next video.